What's this week's Parsha? My dad would always ask me. That was like his. That was his like basic. Like you have to know the name of the month and the name of the Parsha. That was it. Yeah. Vayishlach, exactly. So that's a good. Okay, that's good. That's a good start. The truth is, there's a lot of very cool stories that happen in Vayishlach. I'm just going to like remind us all of the stuff that we do know, and then you'll be able to go ahead and add. Put in your 2 cents. Esav is coming with how many men? 400, actually, because I'll say that there's 400 generals. So there actually was going to be like a war. This wasn't like some friendly meeting at all.
Do I get a prize or something?
Yeah, we are. There is. There's prizes. You'll see. It's coming up. And Yaakov's really afraid, and as he should be now. Just remember, last week's Parsha, his mother, Rivka, sends her nurse. Remember what her name is?
Yeah, beloved.
And her nurse with a resh. Avi, who's the nurse of
Ratchet.
No, not with the resh. No, I mean Rivka's nurse. Rivka's nurse, her name is Devorah. Okay. Just kind of putting that out there. Yeah, is that possible? Devorah to Yaakov to say, hey, listen, it's been a while now. You can come out of Lavan's house. Your brother isn't as angry, and it's time to come back home. He knows that he's supposed to come back to Eretz Yisrael to be in the land, and he's like, okay, I'm going to go ahead with it. And even with that, he's like, oh, okay, let me go ahead and check and make sure. So he sends these angels up ahead to Esav to like let him know, hey, I'm on my way. Like, it's cool. And the message comes back that's basically not cool. And Yaakov ends up davening to Hashem. He's like, listen, like I thought we had a deal. I thought this was going to go smooth. I thought like you can't wipe me out because I'm supposed to be here and be part of this land. And like the whole thing doesn't kind of make sense. And so he says, look, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send him. He does 3 things. Remember
breaks the camp into 3.
Right. Well, he breaks the camp maybe into 2, but before that, he goes. Look, I gotta take care of 3 things. Yeah. One is gifts. He sends him a whole bunch of gifts, and the way that he does it is also very interesting, right? Because he sends it in 3 different like bunches.
Right.
Rabbi Wein actually I once heard one of his tapes. He goes, when you give a donation, make sure to like always be paying. If you're gonna give someone $1,000, give them $100 a month. Like meaning like it makes it a little bit more. Yeah, it seems more. Plus you're actively giving more. Or you give $1,000 a month each time. Whatever you're gonna give. But it spreads it out. And he comes to them and these guys and he tells them, hey, when you go to Esav, he tells his messengers, tell them, here are all these gifts. They're all for you. All these animals, all this stuff. And Yaakov, we're your servants. Now he's right behind us. Now, who was right behind them? Another group of guys that were coming also with gifts. Hey, Yaakov's right behind us. And you think maybe he'd get angry, and then all of a sudden he'd get a little calmer, and then sure enough, the third group comes, and finally, Yaakov ends up coming. So that's number 1. He sends gifts. The second thing is tefillah. Yes, tefillah. That he says, like, hey, look, Hashem, but he still gives his gifts, does tefillah, and the last thing he does is ended up preparing. And the way he prepares it, like you were saying, was, this is kind of interesting, because it's like, I don't know, Jonah, like you love, some kids more than others, like you don't, you love them all the same, but he ends up going ahead and putting them in an order of spiritual significance, where he's like, look, maybe the first group might get wiped out, but at the end of the day, I need to go ahead and protect who? Yosef. Yosef is the guy that he needs to go ahead and protect. And even though he's the youngest at the time, he goes ahead and he puts him at the end. What's interesting is that, jumping ahead a little bit, and we'll end with this, is that finally after all of this meeting first he gets the gifts, then finally Esav and Yaakov meet. It actually is a pretty decent meeting. And they end up saying some pretty nice things to each other. And what happens is Leah is at the front, followed by all of hers. He has it, Leah, and then all of his kids, and then finally, when it gets to the next wife, which is Rachel, okay, it says that Yosef goes in front of his mother, Rachel, and then Rachel. So Rachel was actually at the end. And it's interesting, Rashi and others go ahead and to say that Yosef knew his mom was really beautiful. He didn't want Esav to go ahead and to look upon her. And so he goes ahead and steps up. He has that already in him to go ahead and to protect mom. Do we have another minute? What do we have?
No, the only question.
Yeah.
Where was Yaakov Zamunin during this whole
He did. He had. Well, that's the he davened. He davened.
You don't need to send the gifts.
You do. Well,
You don't.
So I actually heard a very nice
Yeah,
part from this.
exactly.
With Jonas question, because you should start with Philo.
right. He should start with Philo, right? That's true. Good point.
Because it's actually a lesson for all of us. You have to be a mensch. Like you're sending him a gift. Like you're trying to talk to man kind of conversation. So yeah, you can rely on God a lot, but you got to be a mensch too. So you got to go into every deal. You got to be a mensch.
Yeah.
And then God will be with you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just doubting to God or like I'm
Yeah.
God's man and
Yeah.
be a
Interestingly.
mensch is not a,
Yeah. Well, even on that, because that's good. Thank you, Yossi. That's a good point. The gifts that he gave, Chazal say that he took off actually like Meiser from that to give to Hashem. Before he gave Esav anything, he's like, wait a second, I have to give to Hashem first, and only after that do I then even have the right to go ahead and to give anything. And then also, and just tell me when it's the time. And also, it's time. Well, I just keep this in mind. And this actually, I just can't get over how practical this is. This is also the parsha of Shechem and Dinah, and it's just like you can't get over the fact that first of all, just
Yaakov was upset. I thought it was a good
Yaakov.
move. I thought it was a good move.
Yeah, of course you did. You thought it was a good move. He was really concerned. He's saying, hey, listen. Part of it is, look what I've been through with Lavan and now Esav, and I finally just made it through, and I finally got here, and I purchased a little piece of land in Shechem just temporarily on my way to Beitel, and like, holy smokes, now I'm up against all these tribes. I just got here, and they're all going to realize that, hey, these guys are here to essentially take over, and they're going to come now and attack me. 2 guys are able to do that to a whole city. All the tribes are going to end up coming and doing that. But just to think that till this very day, that particular area has just been such a cesspool of violence and terrorism is like, it's just something that's so incredible. It's really ingrained in them. And so for these 2 brothers, Shimon and Levi, to step up and to do what they did. And if you really understand also what they did, she was 10 years old, Dinah. 10 years old. She was really coming out for the first time to talk to the girls. She wanted to go out, actually, try to talk to people, to tell them, hey, try to lead a better life. And this guy, his name was Shechem. Father's name was Chamor. And this guy, Shechem himself, the kid, goes ahead and he kidnapped her, tied her up. I mean, he really, really, really did it all. And
Same animals.
Same type of stuff. That's exactly right. So we should all get a little bit of Shimon and Levi in us to be able to go ahead. I respect those guys a lot to do that and to have such. And plus, it was a nice shtickle, little conniving thing that came. Say, oh yeah, sure, we'll marry your women. We'll marry each other. It'll be fine. But in the end, you gotta go ahead and have the bris, and boom. And then the other brothers came in and just completely demolished the whole place. So, Bezrat Hashem, soon to our enemies.
Thank you.